We're back in. We're locked and loaded. Anden Spelarunda. That means the second game week. And we're going to our house, where this team finished a 1-1 draw. And they are the host to Randers FC, who hosted another 1-1 draw last week. So we would think this is probably going to be a 1-1 draw, would we not? The Tottenham of Denmark. Here we go. They're starting the game off with a maul. They started last week's games off with a maul. And look at their fans. Look at all those flags. Look at all those white shirts. They're saying, fuck Tottenham. We are our house. And welcome to my house. The captain scored a beautiful maul. This guy's telling his teammates, lock the fuck. Do you guys want to lose to the Tottenham of Denmark? It's not even the real Tottenham. Look at this beautiful through ball by that fella and a nice cross. Perfect. Right into the box. Right to the poacher. Miroslav Klose. Look like with a beautiful tap in. And the keeper, there's nothing he could do about it. And Ugo Ekitike upset about that one. And here we go later on into the game. Randers, they say, we cannot do this. Look at this. Is that a straffespark? That looked like a straffespark. The referee, I don't know what referee is in Danish, but the referee in the yellow shirt said, "Een straffespark per me." That looks like a straffespark to me. And look at this. They changed their mind. They changed their opinion. They said it is a straffespark, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the man in the yellow shirt and the bright neon shirt says, "You can fuck right off, bloke. You can fuck right off, mate. You think you're going in the corner, cheeky? Now I'm gonna slap it away. That's not gonna be a more today." This guy with a beautiful skinhead haircut, number 32, doing what he can. And we're in the second half now. And Randers saying, we're not going to lose to Tottenham. We're going to score a maul and we're going to tie it. That guy failed his knee slide, but he did what he needed to. A goal from Torre. I don't think that's Yaya. But he scored a beautiful goal. And look at all the light blue. I love that shade of light blue that Randers have. Last week, they were on the road and they drew. Now they're on the road again. And it looks like they're about to draw. This team, there's some real artists with how much they draw. Look at this beautiful cross. Look at this guy. He's got a pink shirt and black shorts. And it goes right under his feet. Can you believe that? A beautiful maul for Randers FC. And they're the horses, I guess. I don't know if that's their official nickname, but they have a horse on their logo. So, that's pretty cool. And you know what else is pretty cool? Not losing to the Tottenham of Denmark. And they're here to show you that's what's going to happen. I said last week this guy was Mohamed Salah. He looked like Mo Salah. He doesn't really actually look like Mo Salah when you look at it. And he scores a goal. And he's in the position of Mo Salah. Mo Salah would never finish with his right foot like that. That was a beautifully placed into the corner. And, look at the Tottenham. They're looking distraught because Tottenham know a lot about losing to Mo Salah. So this is something they're familiar with. That's a beautiful finish. Nice pass also, just to find the open space. There was no defense over there. Look, a nice rotation on the ball. Just find the space, let them run. Look at the fucking crowd in the background. Like an army of fish. And there is the game. It's a 2-1 victory for Randers in the comeback. And that's not what you want to see if you're an Our House fan. So if you're an Our House fan, comment your emotions about that. Every good story must have a proper antagonist, and there's no antagonist worse than this one. FC Copenhagen, the Lions of the capital, go against the lowly Vielde Bode club, who miraculously rescued a draw in the last dying minutes of the game last week at home. And look at the opening minutes of this game. They get thrashed. Look at this absolute wonder goal. Bad clearance right into the corner. from the Lions of Copenhagen. And look at this again. They go for the attack, and referee calls for the Straffesparker. Viella Boat Club looking like lambs to the slaughter, or rather gazelles to the slaughter, against the Lions of Copenhagen, the evil doers of the capital. But let's see, there's a Straffesparker. This is Straffesparker check. Because, this is a bit outrageous. There's been 2 games played, and there's been 3 Straffesparkers against Copenhagen. That's a little bit egregious. I don't know the Danish word for egregious, but that is egregious right there. They call it a handball, but how? The guy's fucking falling down. How's he supposed to move his hand away? And it's not interfering with the play. It's not like he's sticking it out. And look, this referee has a heart. He has a conscience. He's not an evildoer. He says that's not a Straffesparker to Copenhagen. And Nielsen, look at him. He's like, I know that's not a Straffesparker. I'm a good player. I would never do. Oh, well. If that is Nielsen, he just got done up twice. And look at our goal right there. Look at the maul right there. Oh, never mind. There's the issue from Makoko, my bad. It looked like a maul. It looked like he was curling it in that top bend. I think this guy's going to have a good year. I just think he's going to get off to a rough start like he has the past couple of days. And look, this guy shows. Yusufa, that's how it's done. Yusufa, that's how it's done right there. Oh, glorious goal. And I had to look up who scored this because this is an absolute peach of a goal. It is from Jordan Larsson. So remember that name. Jordan Larsson from Sweden. And that is a good block from the keeper. And, that could have been a red card. Viella Boat Club, they're in a rough position. They're already down in the table. They're already down in the table. Larsson looking for a hat trick and failed. But listen, they got to get a win next week. They got to do something. They got to get some points because it's going to be a rough year if they don't. They do not want to be down in the ditches like that. And now we take a trip to the wonderful city of Odense, birthplace of the famous fairy tale author Hans Christian Andersen, as Odense BK, who had the amazing 3-3 draw last week, go against Viborg, who had a crushing defeat to the Satans of Denmark, FC Copenhagen last week. And off we go, another wonderful game of 3F Superliga, as we see Viborg on the attack early in the game, and they have a great opportunity, and they cannot put it away. Sadly, we need to see Viborg put up some goals. We need to see them make it happen because, that one was very close. Whistled right over. Look at Odense. They have a huge fan base. Look at this packed house. I mean, ignore all those empty seats, but it's a packed house other than that. A beautiful shot. I think that was Vibes Cartel that shot that. Beautiful shot. And, they're going on the attack, but we cannot get a goal yet, but we're going to get a goal soon. I can feel it down in my plums. There's going to be a maul very soon. Very, very soon. And look who it is. It's Vibes Cartel. 2 goals and 2 games to start out the year.
Your pussy got me speaking in proper English. Can I give you a back shot? It's not a big win.
Never ever will a doggy like me get fetish. I'm not the one to eat your pussy like a steamed fish, but if you give me head, I'll never call you a bitch. Shout out to Vibes Cartel, greatest Jamaican artist of all time. And we go to halftime. It is 1-0 in Denmark, and we see the coaches having a little breakdown, have a little conversation. What can we do to make things happen? I don't know which coaches that were, so they're probably having a different conversation in different benches. But here we go. Second half. We're kicking things off. We need to see Viborg do something. And they're kicking the ball off each other. Did you see that? He kicked the ball right off a fucking dude's head. Vibes Cartel from the tight angle. Almost got it though. He's been spectacular to start off this 3F Superliga season. Very good set piece and a wonderful maul right there. And look at Odense. Odense is jumping for joy. The famous author that I talked about, Hans Christian Andersen, he wrote The Little Mermaid and The Ugly Duckling. So if any of those stories come up, you can be like, hey, that guy who wrote it is from Odense BK. Well, he's from Odense. Odense BK is the club. It's 2-0. to Odense. And look at this. Viborg threw on goal, and what a beautiful ball. That was actually very good, great play by his center forward. Hold off his man. Hold him off. That's a proper number 10, Jorgensen. Hold him off. Get to your left foot. Finish in the corner. Very nice. That kind of looks like Hansi Flick. And look at all that green. Look at all that green, but it doesn't matter how much green they have. They don't have enough luck. That's clearly offside. There's the offside. It wasn't offside. There we go. It's an offside. The maul is taken away. My goodness, Viborg finally do something good, and it's snatched right from their paws. How brutal. Oh, a very audacious maul attempt. But look at this maul. This is the best maul I've seen so far of this series. Borghi, what an absolutely phenomenal Battisti Vela with the right foot. That is an absolutely outrageous maul. Look at the technique. The keeper is feeling suicidal because there's nothing he can do about that. But Serginho looking to make it happen, and look at this. There's a maul for Viborg. It might be a little bit too late, but nice run into space. Nice get the ball into the box, and look at the touch from this. Just gets him to him in a nice, very calm way. But listen, it doesn't matter. It's a 3-1 loss. Hansi Flick pumping his fist. Another big result for Odense, home of Hans Christian Andersen, the world famous fairy tale author. And that's a fairy tale performance for them. Silkeborg, Denmark is colloquially known as the outdoor capital of Denmark. And Silkeborg IF is going to be out the door, the relegation door, if they don't pick up the absolutely shambolic performances like they had last week. And this is a good test for them. They're going against a team of FC Fredericia, who is a glorified team. They are a team that is their first ever season in the 3F Superliga. This is a team of glorified plumbers and auto mechanics and engineers, you know. My general point is that this team was semi-professional not very long ago, and here they are almost getting them all to start out, and they're nice, fresh black and white kids. They look like a bunch of dominoes out there. And let's see if they can dominate Silkeborg in front of their fans, or maybe fans. I don't see anybody in the stadium, and oh my God, look at that! Off the crossbar, off the top of the crossbar, this dude diving, heads it in! Robin Van Persie! Oh my goodness. Listen, Silkeborg IF fans, if there are any of you, I'm gonna let you guys know real quickly, you're going down. You're going down like the Twin Towers. That one time they were hit by those planes. That one time. And look, they're seeing if they can fly into the goal. Silkeborg IF. Because they have failed. They have failed miserably. And look, this is their best chance. A wonderful strike. But look, this keeper, this guy is wearing sunglasses. He's too school for school. And look at this. FC Frederica bend over Silkeborg IF, and they say, I'm going to lick the back of your Gucci so hard that you guys squirt lava. And look at this, a terrific maul. And what are you going to do about that? That is fairy tale stuff. Somebody get Hans Christian Andersen on the phone. That was an absolutely terrific goal for FC Fredericia. You saw they had their whole town and the audience clapping, all 17 of them. And for FC Silkeborg, or Silkeborg IF, whatever you guys' name is, you guys might not exist in a few years. You guys, owner, you might say, why am I wasting my time and money with this absolutely hopeless team? Why don't I just destroy them? That might happen to them. It might already be happening. Oh, almost another goal. This Silkeborg IF keeper, he's having a lot of work to do. I feel bad for him. He's not getting much help out there. Look at this. Look at this, and look, you see some of the players are clapping. Come on, let's do our best. Listen, you guys might have to get on Indeed. Look at this, right in front of the goal. What are you trying? You're trying to backheel it in, bro? Lock the fuck in. That shit was terrible. And look, oh, he made a nice dribble. Can he finish it? Oh no, I forgot. I'm watching Superliga. I was confused for a second. I like the way their chairs look in the stands. They have some red ones, some green ones, some yellow ones, some white ones. But I'm seeing a lot of chairs. I'm not seeing a lot of human beings. And look at this. They've lost. Oh my God. FC Fredericia, the first ever win in the history of Superliga.
Superliga! Superliga! Wow! Wow! Superliga! Wow!
Farum Azula from the Elden Ring universe is said to be in crumbling city of the sky in a giant mausoleum with the remains of a previous civilization. But we're not in Farum Azula. We're in Farum, Denmark, a town of only 20,000 that is a home of a championship decider early in the season. FC Nordsjælland going against the mighty Brøndby. And here we go. You know it's a big game because they're showing the lineups beforehand. This is Nordsjælland and Farum and Brøndby IF. Let's get it. One thing you absolutely love when watching sports is seeing two teams that wear yellow go against each other. Very exciting stuff. And look, early on in the game, it's Brøndby IF. They're saying, we want the 3F Superliga title, and we want it now. That's a beautiful finish to start off the game. They were excellent last week. They absolutely murdered Silkeborg, I believe. Oh my goodness, they almost got a top bench finish from that guy. He looks like a farmer from the 13th century. But he sure knows how to kick a ball. Jesus Christ. That was excellent stuff from number 7 for Brøndby IF. Nikolai Vallis. Look at that haircut. What an interesting cut, to say the least. And here we go, FC Nordsjælland. They're in the Right to Dream Park, and they have a right to dream for them all. And they're getting awfully close. Look at this finish, very close. They have nice red jerseys. They have a DHL logo. It's nice when the logo naturally has the same color scheme as the team. You wonder if they did that intentionally or what's going on there. And look at this. They have a chance, and what a nice grab by the keeper. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, that was almost a world-class ball. You fucked it up. Your goofy-ass haircut. There's some interesting haircuts in this league, to say the least. Let's go. And a beautiful back heel. Nordsjælland, they have the right to dream for a ball, but they cannot get one. The keeper, he is trying to be Jan Sommer right now with all these miraculous saves. I like how he's not even grabbing it. He's just fucking jumping in front of it. That's what you love to see. Okay, let's see it again. Nice one, editor. And now it's halftime. This bald man, he blows his whistle, and he says, you guys better talk it over and come back and get a maul for us. That's what we want to see. Look at these guys and all their big flags waving them around. And we fast forward, it's almost the end of the game. What's going on here, Nordsjælland? What's been going on with you guys? Like, I've been expecting a maul, and look at this beautiful play. And where the fuck did the ball go? It should have completely disappeared. I'm sorry about the quality. It's fluctuating. Like McDonald's Sprite. Here we go. Oh, when it bounces off somebody, you never know what can happen. The ball can go anywhere, you know. Except the back of the net, it looks like. And Brøndby, they're saying, we're trying to wrap this fucking thing up. We have imported our yellow wall. Look at all those fans with the yellow. My goodness. They almost got a beautiful goal. That was very, very nice by that fella. And they're saying, we're not done. We're not done. We're going to get them all. We're just kidding. That was close. Look at that haircut. Well, I guess he's got a headband. That's why his hair looked like that. But very interesting cut. It's just a compilation of amazing haircuts. Look at there's balls flying all over the place. This guy's pumping his fist. It's a win for Broadby. That's outstanding stuff. And now for our last game of the week, we travel to the Jutland Peninsula in Herning, home of the famous Messe Center and MCH Arena and FC Midtjylland. 1999. Their logo looks like a panda a little bit in the face as they face Sonderski Elite Sport in the final game of 3F Superliga action. We will see. And this one is going to be a cracker. I can just tell you that. I'm not going to spoil it. All I'm going to let you know, it's going to be cracking. We're here. Look at all these fans. And look, we're getting an early maul. Look at that Sonderski with an early maul. Look at that. Bounces the ball off the ground, and that's how you do it. Wonderful. Techniques for the head. Techniques for the head as he hits the ceiling of the net. Wonderful goal by number 11. And they're telling Midtjylland, listen, get ready to pack your bags, bro. This is Sonderski's year. That's what they're telling. Oh, never mind. It's never going to be Sonderski's year when Francolino Jew is up front. This guy is banging in the goals. He's had a good game last week, and he said, I'm still hungry for more mauls. Give me more mauls. Puts that one in the back of the net. It's a 1-1 game. We're getting an excellent game to start this one out. This game was also the last game of the week. It was on a Monday, I believe. There we go. Wonderful through ball to this guy. Gets in the penalty box and he says, yo, you can hit the ceiling of the net. I can hit the ceiling of the net. Look at this ball. That guy looks like Rodri, and he scored a wonderful goal. Give him the Ballon d'Or. Give him the Ballon d'Or of Denmark. Wonderful run. Look at him. He's just staring at the ball. He looks up. He said, I'm gonna hit this thing into that thing. And he did it. Wonderful job by this guy. He showed great concentration, and look, he gave his team the lead. We're 35 minutes into this. We're getting another ball. Can you believe this? Is that Francolino Jew? That's Francolino Jew. My goodness. This guy is pointing to the sky. What a beautiful throw-in. That throw-in was like a howitzer. And goes off that dude's head and goes off that dude's foot. And into the goal. What a wonderful maul. 3-1. Sonderski. They say, we want to score another ball. What a great save by that guy. And oh my God, what is going on? A wonderful goal line clearance. That dude, he's stroking. And look who it is. Francolino Jew. He said, I'm getting goals and I'm saving goals. What a wonderful strike. And he fucking gets it out of there. Oh my goodness. Listen, this is 3F Superliga. This is what the fuck we're talking about. Get out of your seat. This is 3F Superliga. It's not a fucking game. It's beyond the game. It's halftime. And we're seeing absolute performances. This is world-class stuff. Look at his arm. It's bent in a weird way. Do you see that? How crazy. Here we go to the second half. And let's see if we can get as good a finish as a start. We'll fast forward a little bit. Perhaps there's no more mauls. Oh, never mind. That's another assist for Francolino Jew. And that guy looks like Harrison King. Shout out to Harrison King. Look at this great control. Nice little pass. And right to this guy. Nice spin on the ball. This is the Danish 3 Superliga. This is possibly the greatest league to ever exist. I said it. And this out of Strafespark. They are up 4-1. And guess what? It's about to be more. It's a Strafesparker. And guess who's going to take it? If you guess Francolino Jew, then you're correct. This Jew is scoring more than Adam Sandler in that one movie, Uncut Gems, till the end. So hopefully Francolino Jew doesn't make a big gamble on a Celtics playoff game and get shot in the head. That would fucking suck. But he's bagging them goals. He's getting assists. He's putting FC Michelin top of the table, and he's not done. FC Michelin, this is just mean now. This feels a bit rude because, like, we get it. You guys won, but, bro, can we show a little respect to Sonderski? They have nice, beautiful blue jerseys. I'm sure Sonderski is a wonderful place, wonderful people, and you guys in your black and red are, obliterating them and showing them great shame. And they're saying, we want the Strafesparker. You guys got the Strafesparker. How come we don't get a Strafesparker? That's a handball. That's probably what they're saying. They're saying it in Danish, but I don't speak Danish. And the referee says, you know what? You guys got it. Why not? It hit his hand. Why not? Can we get a Strafesparker? No. We can. A nice strike. Not really to celebrate, but, good job to you, Jensen. You did your thing. You put it in the net. Hey, that's the name of the game, baby. There's also that what if, maybe we could score 4 goals in how much? 2 minutes? Minute and a half? You never know. Oh my God, what a beautiful free kick. It almost made it 7. Can you guys fucking calm down with your talented kicks toward the goal? Look, the keeper is doing all he can. And what a fucking a mauling, really. An ugly mauling. And an absolute destruction for FC Michelin. And here we go. Here's the table. And wow, what a beautiful, beautiful week of today of Superliga games. Wow, I'm blown off my socks. I don't think that's what people say, but there we go.